Welcome to what I'm hoping is the final episode of the logs. This is season 3's Captain's Logs. Let's begin.
Captain's Log, Stardate 5431.4. For 15 hours and 20 minutes, we have been following the ion trail of the spaceship that has Spock's brain. Time left to us, 8 hours and 40 minutes.
I forgot the episode Spock's brain was.
Captain's Log, Stardate 4351.5. We are beaming down to a primitive glaciated planet in the Sigma Draconis star system. Time left to us to find Spock's brain, 8 hours and 29 minutes. Captain's Log, Stardate 5431.6. Immediately after making contact with Spock's brain, Dr. McCoy, Engineer Scott, and myself were taken prisoner inside a highly complex civilization hundreds of meters below the surface of planet Sigma Draconis 7. The primitive creature we encountered above warned us about the givers of pain and delight and the frightening consequences of being captured by them.
Ship's log. Lieutenant Sulu recording. I'm holding the Enterprise in orbit about planet Sigma Draconis 7. Captain Kirk's hunch that Spock's brain is on this planet appears to be correct. Ensign Chekhov remains on the surface to act as liaison between the Captain and the Enterprise.
Captain's Log, Stardate 5432.3. Dr. McCoy is proceeding to restore Spock's brain. Our problem? We do not know how long his increased surgical knowledge will stay with him. Any additional attempt to use the teaching device is impossible. It would kill my medical officer. Captain's Log, Supplemental. Our race against time to save Spock's life may have been futile. Dr. McCoy has lost the surgical knowledge he obtained from the teacher. He has been drawing on his own skills in surgical techniques in an attempt to continue the operation, but he is faltering and uncertain. In a desperate hope that he can draw on Spock's brain for assistance, I instructed Dr. McCoy to give priority to connecting Spock's vocal cords.
Enterprise Medical Log, Stardate 5027.3. Dr. Leonard McCoy recording. I'm concerned about Captain Kirk. He shows indications of increasing tension and emotional stress. I can find no reason for the captain's behavior, except possibly that we've been on patrol too long without relief and diversion. He has resisted all of my attempts to run a psychological profile on him.
Captain's Log, Stardate 5027.4. Commander Scott has less than 15 minutes to install the Romulan's cloaking device and get it working. I hope Mr. Spock can buy us the time we need.
Captain's Log, Stardate 4842.6. First Officer Spock commanding. Numerous search parties and repeated sensor probes of the area have failed to locate Captain Kirk. Captain's Log, Stardate 4843.6. First Officer Spock commanding. We've been en route to the asteroid for several hours. Our delay on the planet's surface has made it imperative that we proceed at maximum warp speed for a period which exceeds the recommended safety margin.
These last few weeks, my love for Miramani grows stronger with each passing day. However, the dreams return every night. Fragments of memories. I can almost get hold of them, and then... Captain's Log, Stardate 5029.5. Responding to a distress call from our scientific colony on Triacus, we are beaming down to investigate. Captain's Log, Supplementary. We have buried the members of the Starn's exploration party. Everyone has been deeply affected by what has happened here, with some important exceptions. Captain's log, stardate 5630.7. We have been assigned to convey the Medusans' ambassador to the Federation back to their home planet. While the thoughts of the Medusans are the most sublime in the galaxy, their physical appearance is exactly the opposite. They have evolved into a race of beings who are formless, so utterly hideous that the sight of a Medusan brings total madness to any human who sees one. Captain's log, stardate 5630.8. As a result of Larry Marvick's insane fears, the Enterprise lies derelict in uncharted space. We have no way to determine our position in relation to the galaxy. We are in a completely unknown void. Captain's log, supplementary. Our one chance to return to our own galaxy is dependent upon the navigational skills of the Medusan ambassador. With that end in view, Carlos has been brought to the bridge and placed behind a protective shield. Captain's log, stardate 4385.3. We have transported down to the Melkoshian planet and have encountered conditions which are completely contrary to what we were prepared for. The Enterprise is heading out of our galaxy, controlled by a mysterious alien somewhere aboard the ship. Engineering has been taken over by Klingons, who have cut off life support systems. Captain's log, stardate Armageddon. We must find a way to defeat the alien force of hate that has taken over the Enterprise, stop the war now, or spend eternity in futile, bloody violence. Captain's log, stardate 5476.3. I have just had the sad duty of informing Starfleet about Dr. McCoy's condition and have requested an immediate replacement. Captain's log, stardate 5476.4. We are on a parallel course with Yonada. It is still on a collision course with Darren 5. Our failure to correct its course and the critical nature of Dr. McCoy's illness made the extraordinary event of contact with Starfleet Command imperative. Captain's log, stardate 5693.2. The Enterprise is approaching the last reported position of the starship Defiant, which vanished without trace 3 weeks ago. We are in unsurveyed territory. Bones, Spock, since you are playing this tape, we will assume that I am dead. And the tactical situation is critical, and both of you are locked in mortal combat. It means, Spock, that you have control of the ship and are probably making the most difficult decisions of your career. I can offer only one small piece of advice for whatever it's worth. Use every scrap of knowledge and logic you have to save the ship, but temper your judgment with intuitive insight. I believe you have those qualities, but if you can't find them in yourself, seek out McCoy. Ask his advice. And if you find it sound, take it. Bones, you've heard what I've just told Spock. Help him if you can. But remember, he is the captain. His decisions must be followed without question. You might find that he is capable of human insight and human error. They are most difficult to defend. But you will find that he is deserving of the same loyalty and confidence each of you have given me. Take care. Captain's log, stardate 5784.2. We are responding to desperate distress calls from an unknown planet. My science officer, Mr. Spock, is unable to account for this, since he reported no signs of life on the planet. It is rich in chironide deposits, a very rare and long-lasting source of great power. Captain's log, stardate 5784.3. Dr. McCoy is endeavoring to treat the leader of a strange group of people. When their planet novated millennia ago, they transported themselves to Earth during the time of Socrates and Plato. After the death of the Greek civilization they idolized, they came to this planet and created for themselves a utopia patterned after it.
Ship's log, stardate 5710.5. Lieutenant Commander Scott reporting. While exploring an outer quadrant of the galaxy, the Enterprise received distress calls from an apparently uninhabited, incredibly beautiful city on the planet of Scalus. Captain Kirk and a landing party have beamed down to investigate.
Kirk to Spock. I have fed all the ascertainable facts into the computer banks.
Go ahead. You won't accomplish anything, but it may be historically valuable.
Hyper-acceleration is the key. I have counted only 5 of them aboard, but they have taken over the ship, and we are under their control due to this acceleration. They are able to speed others up to their level, as they did Compton and me. Presumably this is enslavement. Those so treated exist at this accelerated level, becoming docile eventually. But when
Damaged.
they age incredibly fast, as though accelerated living
Burns them out.
burns them out. Compton was burned out. The device attached to the life support systems produces an extreme numbing cold. It is my belief that they are turning the Enterprise into a gigantic deep freeze for purposes only the Scalosians know.
Quite correct.
The unit has a protective shield, which does not allow any physical contact. I don't know how to destroy it, but its destruction is imperative.
The unit will be activated. By the time they hear this, it will be too late.
Captain's log, stardate 5710.9. Mr. Spock has remained in accelerated time so that he might effect repairs to the ship more rapidly. Captain's log, stardate 5121.5. Orbiting the second planet in the Menarian star system. This star has long given evidence of entering a nova phase, and 6 months ago, a research station was established to make close-up studies of the star as its end approaches. Menara is now entering a critical period, and the Enterprise has been ordered to evacuate the station before the planet becomes uninhabitable. Yet our attempts to contact the station's personnel have been, so far, unsuccessful. Captain's log, stardate 4372.5. On a top-secret diplomatic mission, the Enterprise has entered the Telon star system. Maintaining communications blackout, we have taken aboard Petri, ambassador from Troyes, the outer planet, and are now approaching the inner planet, Elas. Captain's log, stardate 5718.3. The Enterprise is orbiting Elba 2, a planet with a poisonous atmosphere where the Federation maintains an asylum for the few remaining incorrigible, criminally insane of the galaxy. We are bringing a revolutionary new medicine to them, a medicine with which the Federation hopes to eliminate mental illness for all time. I am transporting down with Mr. Spock, and we're delivering the medicine to Dr. Donald Corey, the governor of the colony. Captain's log, stardate 5730.2. The planet Arianus is vital as a transfer point on regular space commercial lanes. It has been attacked by a bacterial invasion which threatens to render it lifeless unless checked. Our mission? To decontaminate it. Captain's log, stardate 5730.7. Having completed our mission to Arianus, the Enterprise is now on course to Starbase 4. The crew is on normal routine, and we are proceeding without incident. Captain's log, stardate 5730.6. In a deliberate act of sabotage, Commissioner Beale has burned out our destruct mechanism and through the power of his will, has again taken over directional control of the Enterprise. Captain's log, stardate 5423.4. We are orbiting the planet Gideon, which is still not a member of the United Federation of Planets. The treaty negotiations have been difficult because Gideon has consistently refused the presence of a delegation from the Federation on its soil or any surveillance by the ship's sensors. They have finally agreed to a delegation of one. They insisted it be the captain of the Enterprise. I am, therefore, beaming down at once. I am alone on the Enterprise. I have searched every area of the ship and still cannot find a trace of the crew, or an indication of how its disappearance was managed. The one thing that is obvious is that I suffered a memory lapse during which time I bruised my arm. It is causing me some irritation.
Ship's log, stardate 5423.8. First Officer Spock reporting. Obviously, the Gideons have transported Captain Kirk onto this replica of the Enterprise to so confuse his mind as to make him susceptible to some extraordinary experiment. It is my intention to locate the captain and warn him before the experiment reaches its conclusion, which logic indicates means the end of the captain's life as he knows it.
Captain's log, stardate 5725.3. The Enterprise is en route to Memory Alpha. It is a planetoid set up by the Federation solely as a central library containing the total cultural history and scientific knowledge of all planetary Federation members. With us is Specialist Lieutenant Mira Romaine. She is on board to supervise the transfer of all newly designed equipment directly from the Enterprise to Memory Alpha. Captain's log, supplemental. Stardate 5725.6. The storm has cleared Memory Alpha. It is heading away at incredible speed. We have been unable to make contact with the planetoid. Its silence is ominous. We are beaming down to investigate. Captain's log, stardate 5843.7. The Enterprise is in the grip of a raging epidemic. 3 crewmen have died and 23 others have been struck down by Rigelian fever. In order to combat the illness, Dr. McCoy needs large quantities of Ritalin, which is the only known antidote for the fever. Our sensors have picked up sufficient quantities of pure Ritalin on a small planet in the Omega system. We are beaming down to secure this urgently needed material. Captain's log, stardate 5843.75. Have I committed a grave error in accepting Flint's word that he would deliver the antidote to us? The precious time I have let pass may result in disaster for the Enterprise and her crew. Captain's log, stardate 5843.8. We have accomplished our mission and have the Ritalin ready to combat the epidemic aboard the Enterprise. But we have also discovered our benefactor's secret. He has created the perfect woman. Her only flaw, she's not human. Captain's log, stardate 5832.3. The son of the Catulan ambassador is one of 6 we have beamed aboard from the stolen cruiser Aurora. We We have been ordered to handle him with extreme delicacy because the treaty negotiations now in progress between the Federation and Cthulhu are in a crucial phase. Captain's log, stardate 5832.5. The arrogance of Dr. Severin and his followers is creating an intolerable situation aboard the Enterprise. If it continues, I'll be forced to use controls which might not agree with Starfleet's suggestion that they be handled with extreme tolerance. Captain's log, stardate 5832.6. I have asked Dr. McCoy to check Starfleet medical records to verify Mr. Spock's suspicion that Dr. Severin is insane. In spite of Dr. Severin's antipathy to us, he has promised Mr. Spock that he will order his disciples to conform to our rules and regulations.
Cool.
Captain's log, stardate 5818.4. A botanical plague is devastating a planet in the quadrant of the galaxy where the Enterprise is operating at present. It threatens to destroy the vegetation on the entire planet, leaving it uninhabitable.
This troubled planet is a place of the most violent contrasts. Those who receive the rewards are totally separated from those who shoulder the burdens. It is not a wise leadership. Here on Stratus, everything is incomparably beautiful and pleasant. The High Advisor's charming daughter, Droxine, particularly so. The name Droxine seems appropriate for her. I wonder, can she retain such purity and sweetness of mind and be aware of the life of the people on the surface of the planet? There, the harsh life in the mines is instilling the people with a bitter hatred. The young girl who led the attack against us when we beamed down was filled with the violence of desperation. If the lovely Droxine knew of the young miner's misery, I wonder how the knowledge would affect her.
Captain's log, stardate 5819.0. More than 8 hours have passed since the consignment of Zenite disappeared, and we have still found no trace of it. We've received word from Merrick, too, that the botanical plague is spreading rapidly. Delivery of the Zenite is imperative within 12 hours, or all life on the planet will be annihilated.
Captain's log supplemental, stardate 5819.3, First Officer Spock reporting. Captain Kirk beamed down to Stratos to attempt to win the confidence of the rebel troglodytes. Unless he has made his escape from Stratos to the mines, his life is in danger from the High Advisor. The captain has not informed us of his progress. For our part, we must maintain silence. We can be of no help to him without jeopardizing his life.
Captain's log, stardate 5906.4. Who or what has been beamed aboard our vessel? An alien who has changed himself into this form, an illusion? I cannot conceive it possible that Abraham Lincoln could have actually been reincarnated. And yet, his kindness, his gentle wisdom, his humor, everything about him is so right.
Supplemental log, stardate 5906.5. Engineer Scott reporting. The Enterprise is doomed to explode in 2 hours if Captain Kirk is defeated by the enemy on the surface of the planet. The enormous power of the Enterprise has been neutralized, and we sit here watching, unable to assist.
Captain's log, stardate 5943.7. We have calculated that Beta Niobe will go nova in approximately 3.5 hours. Its only satellite, Sarpedon, is a Class M planet which at last report was inhabited by a civilized humanoid species. Now our instruments show that no intelligent life remains on the planet. Captain's log, stardate 5943.9. The people of this time believe in witches, and witchcraft is what I've been accused of. 5 witnesses heard McCoy's voice speak to me and thought it was an evil spirit. From what I know of witchcraft trials, I don't have much chance unless I can get to the prosecutor. Captain's log, stardate 5928.5. The Enterprise has received a distress call from a group of scientists on Camus 2 who were exploring the ruins of a dead civilization. Their situation is desperate. Two of the survivors are the expedition surgeon, Dr. Coleman, and the leader of the expedition, Dr. Janice Lester. James Kirk is returning to consciousness in the body of Janice Lester. The Enterprise is proceeding to its next mission on the course set for it before I took over command. Now the years I spent studying every single detail of the ship's operation will be tested. With a little experience, I will be invulnerable to suspicion. At last I attained what is my just due, command of a starship. All the months of preparation now come to fruition.
Captain's log. Stardate unknown. I have lost track of time. I am still held captive in a strange body and separated from all my crew.
Captain's log, stardate 5930.3. The results of Dr. McCoy's examination have given me complete confidence in myself. My fears are past. I shall function freely as the captain. I am the captain of the Enterprise, in fact.
Okay, that's the end of that, but personal. Okay, cool. This will work, hopefully. Personal log. Stardate 2511.10. This is a test and recording. Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Her continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life forms and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before. Personal log. Stardate 2511.10. This is a test and recording. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Her continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life forms and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before. Okay, I'm gonna make another log, but secret till later. Ready? Personal log. Captain James Tiberius Kirk. Stardate 2511.10. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. A 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life forms and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. So, that's what the original sort of opening was. It was 5-year mission and where no man has gone before. And then they changed it to continuing mission, to go where no one has gone before. But if we store, then it's there. I can play it. Special log, Captain James Tiberius Kirk. Stardate 2511.10. And if I want, I can hit that and erase. Look there. Three, two, one, Toast! Toast! Store. 3, 2, 1. Toast! Toast! And I can go, well, actually, no, I don't want to erase it, or... Yes, confirm. I'll actually keep that log. Anyway. Thanks for watching. The logs. See ya.